Absorption of water. The different groups of plants differ in their mode of water absorption. Say, for example, some algae and some hydrophytes, they absorb water from the outer surface of the plant body, where bryophytes absorb through the rhizoids, epiphytes and orchids absorb moisture from the atmosphere, and all land plants have a well-developed root system, and you know that the root is the main organ to absorb the water from the soil. Types of soil water. The land receives water due to precipitation, and a part of it which goes to river, pond, lake, etc., called as runoff water, and this water is not available to the plant, and rest percolates in soil, and it is the following types. Gravitational water, groundwater. The water that goes down due to the gravity and accumulates to form a groundwater. Generally, this water is not available to plants, except some plants like prosopis and eucalyptus, which have a deep root system, can absorb this water. Capillary water. It is the only water which is present in interstitial spaces or capillary pores of the soil. And as I told you, this is the main source of water which is available to the roots. Hygroscopic water. It is the water absorbed as a thin film around the soil particle, and this water is also not available to the plants. Plants do not absorb this water. Combined water, that is bound water or chemical water. This water is chemically combined with minerals and is present in the soil. This water is also not available to the plants. From the epidermis to the endodermis of the roots, there are three routes through which the water can flow, that is apoplast, transmembrane, and symplast pathway. In apoplast pathway, water moves entirely through the cell wall without involving any membranes. The apoplast is a continuous system of cell walls and intercellular spaces in the tissue of roots. Second is the transmembrane pathway, the path followed by water that sequentially enters the cell on one side, exits the cell on the other side, and then enters the next in a series, and so on. In this type of pathway, the water comes across with at least two membranes of each cell. Transport across the tonoplast may also be involved. Now here you can see the arrow which is there in the region between the cell wall is the tonoplast with the light color, and then the water which is moving through the plasmodesmata, and each time they are traversing the two membranes is the symplast pathway. Now this is, you can see the apoplastic path route and the symplastic route. Here the symplastic is through the plasmodesmata. Now here you can see, this is an animation to show you the apoplastic pathway and the symplastic pathway of the water. In the symplast pathway, the movement of water from one cell to the next is via plasmodesmata. Apoplastic pathway is important for the water uptake by the roots. At endodermis, the water movement is via apoplastic pathway, is obstructed by the Casparian strips which are present in the endodermal cells, and movement of water across the endodermis occurs through symplast. Now here you can see the water moving through the apoplastic path. This is a symplastic pathway through the plasmodesmata, and then as soon as it reaches the endodermis, it is the symplastic pathway.